In Malaysia, it's common to pay over 100 ringgit a month for internet. But despite this, many still experience slow speeds, inconsistent coverage, and frustrating drops, even in major cities. Why is this happening? Today we're unpacking the real reasons behind Malaysia's internet situation and exploring how pricing, infrastructure, and policy all play a part. Let's start with some global data. As of late 2023, the Speedtest Global Index ranked Malaysia's average fixed broadband speed around 100 megabits per second and mobile speeds below 50 megabits per second. Countries like Thailand and Vietnam now enjoy faster speeds, often at lower prices. In Singapore, for example, home broadband plans can reach 1 gigabits per second for a price similar to what Malaysians pay for 100 megabits per second. In Malaysia, entry-level fiber plans start at 89 ringgit to 129 ringgit per month. Mobile plans often cost 30-60 ringgit per month, and users still face speed caps or inconsistent performance. So how do these prices compare to the experience users actually get? Let's dig deeper. A big part of the picture is infrastructure ownership. In many areas, fiber optic infrastructure is largely controlled by Telekom Malaysia, TM, especially through its Unify network. Even when you sign up with other internet providers, the service may still rely on TM's infrastructure. This can limit how much other providers can do, especially when it comes to pricing, packages, or improving speed, because they're leasing infrastructure instead of building their own. Some companies like Time Internet have developed their own networks, particularly in high-rise buildings, but this is mostly in urban areas and not yet widespread. With limited infrastructure competition, there's often less incentive to innovate or reduce prices, especially in areas with only one or two options. If you live in KL or Penang, you may have access to multiple fiber options, including fast 5G mobile networks. But for many in rural or smaller towns, the situation is different. As of 2023, about 70% of Malaysians have access to fixed broadband. In some rural areas, residents still rely on mobile data or satellite, where coverage can be limited and performance can vary. This creates a digital divide. Urban Malaysians may enjoy high-speed streaming and video calls, while others may still struggle with basic access. The government has acknowledged this gap and launched several initiatives, such as JENDELA, to improve rural connectivity and reach underserved areas. The Malaysian government has made significant efforts to improve internet affordability and quality. Policies like the National Digital Network Plan, JENDELA, a mandatory standard on access pricing, MSAP, to lower wholesale broadband costs, and the launch of Digital Nasional Berhad (DNB) to oversee a more coordinated 5G rollout. These aim to provide fairer pricing, better coverage, and future-ready infrastructure. But implementation takes time, and while frameworks are in place, ensuring consistent enforcement and service delivery across all regions remains a challenge. There's also the issue of transparency. Consumers may struggle to compare plans due to technical jargon, up-to-speed claims, or bundled offers. When Malaysia launched its 5G network, it took a different approach compared to other countries. Instead of letting each telco build its own 5G infrastructure, Malaysia created a single national provider, DNB, to build the network, and all telcos lease access. This reduces duplication and speeds up nationwide rollout, but it also means 5G coverage is being rolled out strategically and gradually, starting with major cities. By late 2023, coverage reached around 80% of populated areas. Several telcos, including CelcomDigi and Maxis, began offering 5G plans. However, consumer adoption has been slower than expected, possibly due to lack of awareness or concerns about plan pricing. It's still early days for 5G, and its full benefits will likely take a few more years to materialize. So why does internet still feel expensive? Some of it comes down to limited competition in certain areas, infrastructure costs passed on to consumers, and the investment required to maintain, upgrade, and expand networks, especially in rural zones. Telcos also have to invest in customer service, maintenance, and marketing, all of which factor into pricing. That said, the government has made notable progress in pushing providers to lower prices over time, and MSAP 2023 has led to reductions in some package costs. Malaysia's internet landscape is evolving, with strong potential ahead. There's clear effort from the public and private sectors to address the challenges. Bridging the urban-rural divide. Expanding 5G access. Encouraging infrastructure competition. And improving transparency for consumers. But as users, we can also play a role by asking questions, comparing plans, and staying informed. Because access to fast, reliable internet isn't just a convenience anymore, it's a necessity for work, learning, and daily life. What's been your experience with internet in Malaysia? Let us know in the comments. And if you found this video useful, consider subscribing for more deep dives on everyday life in Malaysia Decoded.